now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to At the Picnic Season 3, Episode 2. We've got a bumper, cracking good show this week. We couldn't do a show last week due to the dreaded COVID. Apologies to everyone. I still have a pretty yucky voice, so just excuse that. This week, of course, we've got two people that look like they're sitting on airline seats. We've got Rob and Shelley Kirkpatrick, and we'll get to them shortly. But firstly, Danny, we didn't have a show last week, so we've just got to quickly touch on the Corinthian. And congratulations to Don Dwyer and Sean Cooper with Cleaner. Now, if anybody hasn't seen the interview of Don after the race, check it out. It's quite heartwarming, and he was quite emotional due to recently the death of his sister.
Yeah, it was pretty fitting that he managed to he had to fly home to New Zealand for the funeral and that sort of stuff, and he managed to get back in time. So he is certainly one that has had a very testing couple of weeks leading into and afterwards, after he went and walked. Yay, obviously, we've all heard about the snake bite, and we're very fortunate that he's recovering. And yeah, so it's certainly been a roller coaster at their place for the last little bit. And I know we all sent our condolences to Don with the passing of his sister after such trying circumstances and such a hard battle that she had. So yeah, it was really good to see such a fitting kickoff to his season after such a really hard off season. So
it was. Yeah. Normally snakes only bite once, Danny, but it went in twice. Now, do you reckon it because
we know he's as tough as boots? Yeah, well, and he is a Kiwi.
That's what I'm going to say. I reckon the snake's gone, you're a Kiwi, you're copping it twice.
Yep. That's a big chance, I suspect. It's all got to do with that New Zealand heritage. So, but no, look, we're very, very fortunate. Don, being the chap that he is, immobilised his legs, strapped himself up, and stayed calm. So, yeah, they got to him and got him off to hospital, and he spent a bit of time up at Northern, and they got the anti-venom into him. And through to Don's form, he checked himself out of hospital, much to a couple of disgruntled people telling him he should have had a bit more rest. But we can't keep him down, so he was off and back at it again in full swing.
Good on you, Don. Now, yay, well done to the Fosters. They had a double, and well done to Lee Taylor. Straight back in the saddle after his nasty fall, and he boots home two winners. Well done, Lee.
Yeah, and I think they also had the two winners in a second, so they had a ripping kick-off to the season. And yeah, good to see Lee back in the full swing of things and kicking home a couple. So it was a really good start for his season after such a horrific finish to his last season last year. So yeah, certainly from snake bites to doubles, it brought everything to the board. And we get to welcome aboard a new French rider who also kicked home his first winner for our picnic season.
That is
picnic season, I should say, and that's Tom Barrett.
Brassard, I believe you pronounce it. And we've got him on the show in a couple of weeks. And Danny, his English isn't all that great, but it's understandable. We'll get through it. But I did mention to him that my co-host knows French very well. So you'll be right to get him through.
You're not meaning Kermit, are you?
No, I was meaning you.
Oh, shit, me.
Well, you better start studying up.
Yeah, righto, smart ass.
He's very excited actually to come on. He's already apologised about his English, but I said you'll be fine, matey. We'll get you through it.
Well, I do remember a certain lady that was the same, and her interview got off great guns, so she was fine as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Marie.
Yep. So we'll be fine. And just very quickly, Caitlin King. Was chatting to her during the week. She had royalty down there at Longwood Thoroughbred Farm where she's the yearling manager. They had to get the red carpet out, but Gay Waterhouse turned up and wanted to check out some of the yearlings for the upcoming Magic Millions.
Well, that's always a good thing to be able to boast about. So it must mean she's working with some really quality young horses. So I had heard that she was really enjoying her new job down there, and it's great to see her kicking off and kicking some real good goals personally in that direction with where she was headed. She really enjoyed working with the younger horses and doing the yearling preps and that down here. So it's great to hear that she's doing so well.
She is, and she's going to miss a few picnic meetings due to work commitments, so she'll get there when she can, and I'm sure she'll still keep booting home some winners.
Absolutely, it'll be good to see her and catch up on all the gossip that she gets to tell us from all the yearling sales and what's going good.
She does. Now, we've got the lovely Kirkpatrick with us, and we had to cancel last week, so apologies to you guys, and thank you for being so flexible. And we've got you on tonight, and Michelle's been, well, sorry, Shelley. I've
Shelley,
done it again.
for
Shelley
God's sakes, Paul,
has,
Shelley, you're going to have to give him a kick in the ass next time you see him. He's
well,
terrible tonight.
I will, absolutely.
she,
Good to see we've all got a can going except for you, Paul, and you're the one that keeps fucking up or stuffing up.
I've getting over COVID. You know, a bit of sympathy for me.
Excuses. No sympathy here.
Alcohol gets rid of germs.
Well,
That's why it hasn't caught us, Shell.
Maybe it's straight vodka. So, Michelle, you sort of said you're a bit nervous about coming on. Oh, fuck, did it again. Oh, sorry. Shelley.
You know at the races you call me Shell.
Yeah, I did. That was a good day. That was a good day at Lockhart. That was a really good day.
Yeah.
So welcome to the show, Shelley and Rob. And you said you're a bit nervous, but you're doing really, really well. So firstly, I have to ask you, Rob, I'm going to get this question out of the way right now because people will probably want to know this.
Yeah.
Who's the better rider, you or your brother?
Unequivocally, my brother.
Oh, you've gone, your brother. You've done that to keep the peace, haven't you?
No, unequivocally. I've never rated myself as a jockey. I've rated myself as a rider. There's a difference.
I was going to say, yeah.
And I always, if you put the two into parallels as being one being a rider and one being a jockey, my brother wins on the jockey part. I win on the rider part.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I ride all this shit that he doesn't ride. But if it came down to a tactical thing during a race, my brother would outdo me.
Have you ever beaten him in a race and got across the line and gone up yours?
I didn't go up yours. We had a 2-horse race at Merton about 4 years ago, and turned around. I did him by about half a neck, maybe a long head.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was quite happy to tell him, yeah, you can get stuffed. But I also do recall after a lot of people will remember that Craig had a bad fall at Balnarring 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, no, longer than that.
Longer than that. And his first win, when he came back, we had 2 horses in one race. He won the race, and I ran second.
Marmeglion and Boy's brother, the horses were.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I was a bit dirty on him. He beat me.
Yeah,
but oh well.
Brotherly love never outshines anything with you two, does it?
No.
It'll never change.
I had the pleasure this week of chatting to Victoria Shaw, who's going to come on the show in a couple of weeks, and she's a wealth of knowledge, this lady. I couldn't get her off the phone. An hour and a half she was on the phone.
That doesn't surprise me.
And people reckon that I can chew your ear off. Lovely, absolutely lovely lady. And she sent me all these old photos, as you know, Shell, and I sent you one. And you're quite a young lady there. And there was one of Danny with little Zoe. And she also sent me one of Caitlin, who with this massive 5-kilo mop of hair. And I had to look 3 times and go, who is that? I went, oh, that's Caitlin. So she's got plenty more she's going to send through. So I'm looking forward to them.
I didn't get to catch up with her at Yay. I'm spewing.
Was she calling it? Yay.
Yeah, because Benny couldn't make it.
Oh, Ripper.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did the race calling, but I didn't get a chance to catch up. It was first race meeting back. It's kind of busy, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Catching up with everyone. And
so how many of you guys got in work this season, guys?
One race horse at the moment.
Yeah.
One up and comer, one breaker. And that's enough for the minute.
We moved over this way to downsize, you know, but we just bought a horse from my work from Lindsay Park.
Don't tell us yet. Don't tell us yet who it is. Now, Danny, the horse's name is Patrick. You've got one. I got it right. You got one guess to guess what his stable name is. I got it straight off. It's easy.
Paddy.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It had to be.
How are you finding how's the lead up to Saturday with Mr. Brightside and all of those sorts of things? Are you having a bit of fun there at Lindsay Park with all of this sort of stuff going on?
Do you know, I've never worked in a place like it. Even outside of the Spring Carnival and everything, everything's just electric there. It's I love it. Absolutely love it. Easy to get up out of bed and go. Love it.
Absolutely.
But I can evaporate and win myself. Rank outside of it.
Yeah, but it's sort of one of those things. You go from doing it tough to walking into a place like that, and it's a pretty amazing to see the setup and the horses they work with and the science that they have that back them in, week out with what they work with. It's
it is
a whole different league.
Absolutely incredible, and plenty of French people. The majority of people there are French, so this new picnic rider would fit in well there. We could do with more riders.
We'll get you in to interview him, because you should be able to speak French at the rate you're going.
You can interpret.
Well, when you go about speaking French, what I can tell you is Sean Cooper's French, not so well.
We won't
He
get
tried
him on.
talking to the bloke after his win.
There's a lovely interview.
Sam kind of turned around and turned his head sideways and looked at Sean, and I could see in his mind he's going, "What the?"
There's a really lovely interview of Di Clover. interviewing him.
Sean tried to say it in a different way, and he still looked at him with the "What the?"
I love it.
I've learnt with a lot of the French. It's either thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah.
And they get what you meant.
That works.
Yeah, that'll do.
It works.
Now, Shell, there's someone else that works at Lindsay Park who's coming on the show in a few weeks. Lives up your way. Have a guess who that could be. She used to have picnic horses but doesn't anymore, but still loves the picnic scene. Oh, she doesn't know who it is.
Breeds quite a lot of horses as well.
Yeah, loves her Jack Russells. Got guinea pigs.
Oh, Kirsten Murphy.
That's the one.
Yes.
She's a legend.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, she lost. She nearly lost a lot of her guinea pigs in that last storm we had up here a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The poor thing. I thought we were going to pick her up off the ground.
and she's a crazy Richmond supporter, so that's a wonderful thing.
Yes, she is.
Can't blame her for that one.
Oh, we've got another one. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Rob, you're a legend.
Anna Collingwood won.
Shelley, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No.
Oh, it's a downfall, isn't it?
The divider between them.
I can see that.
All right, so come on, you two, give us a bit of your background. We're jumping around Lindsay Park social scene here, so we want to hear a bit about you two. So, what's your history in racing, Rob? You used to do a lot of breakers and that, and you and Shelley have been a pretty good combo at getting some nice little horses up and running around the picnics and so forth. So, come on, kids, what's going on?
General rule: the ones we get up and go, and they're second-hand material.
I call they come to us for attitude adjustments.
Yep.
And she's probably correct there, because that's what happens. And
you know most of our background. Daddy used to ride for Kevin and with Rob.
Yeah, I know, but it's different. You guys, I'm asking you guys the questions, but I know I want you guys to elaborate. This is what this is about. Like this, you guys have had lots of breakers and attitude adjusters and stuff that come up to your guys, and I've ridden breakers with Rob and the ones that you guys have sent back to Maybury's.
And we still have them. And I'm not sure how clear your video is, but you might be able to see the mark on my left cheek here. That was a back foot on Monday afternoon.
Oh, shoot.
That wasn't what I said.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wouldn't have been.
3-year-old Redonte gelding breaker, and he just doesn't like anything touching his back legs, and I was actually ungearing him. He'd already worked. He'd driven beautifully, lovely, no dramas. And I went to undo the girth, and the offside rein touched him on the leg, and stupidly he spins to his offside, and obviously I'm on the near side, and because I know, because I've had him for 10 days now, he when he fires off like that, he lets go with both barrels, and he took off and left me, obviously, because I'm standing at his girth. As he turned and took off, I'm standing in the firing line. The best I could do was fall backwards and get out of the way. And yeah, as I've got I'm halfway falling to the ground. He's near hind, just clipped me on the cheekbone.
Geez, you're a bit lucky.
I don't know about that. My right tit was pretty sore where the other one hit me. But
Jesus.
You know, Nat, after it's all finished and he's fine, the thing we now laugh at is I just turned the video off for the
bad timing. Shell, come on.
Whether it's good, whether you call that good luck, bad luck, he only clipped me. But
the video wasn't going.
The video's awesome.
I know.
The video would have been awesome. YouTube that bastard.
That would have
been. We've got a heap of hits on that.
That would have been hello TikTok.
Yeah. And Paul, some of the ones that these guys will get sent and have had at their place, they are proper rotters. They go there for proper attitude adjustment. Because these guys do a really, really good job on them.
Fair enough. So what does that say about those two though? They're awful people.
No, they're just mad.
I've got patience.
But they are good at what they do. They get them going really well. They come back, they tie up in wash bays, they do everything you need them to do. They're grouse rides. You can do anything with them. They're great to handle on the ground and everything else. So they do a ripping good job at what they do. Thanks, but mate. They do get some firecrackers.
General rule, that's what gets pointed at me for a particular reason, because that's what I ride every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
The barrier roads are a good one.
Yeah, and you've been good at it for a few years. Like, we know if they've come home from your place, they're good rides and they do everything they need to do properly by the time we get back on them. So,
yeah. I actually got a commendation about 6 weeks ago. And it was from Olivia Osborne, Russell Osborne's daughter.
And they have a few Rodontes for obvious reasons, because for people that don't know, Rodonte stands at Riverbank, and the Rodontes, they are tough as nuts, but they are a bit crackers.
This is the one that did this the other day to his face.
Olivia's 3-year-old Rodonte.
Yes. Yes.
But no, she turned around and she does myotherapy, and she'd had a client in who knows me and has known me for a long time. And he actually turned around, and it was through him that Liv told me, that gave me a sort of a thumbs up, because he turned around and he said that I'm not just a rough rider, because most people, and I've always made a dissensuation between a rough rider and myself, because a rough rider can sit on anything, and that's fine. The difference between that and me is, and this bloke said it, he said, I will turn around and take that rough horse and I will make it into a horse that kids can ride, because I've got young kids going for apprenticeships and stuff like that riding with me. They then can ride them. And that's the difference between me and a rough rider.
That's right.
You educate them so that they're nice rides, and people, no matter who they are, can ride them.
It's good to educate them too, so that they have a life after racing. You know, it's fine to teach a horse to ride around a track, but when we break in horses, they do everything, and they can go off and have a life after racing as well. So it helps.
And that's something, as you guys know, having horses off the track and that after they finish racing, it's so important these days that we do have educated young horses that are going to be able to facilitate that when they're finished with the track. And you guys having them
at the track.
That's right. Yeah, it's so important. I mean, you guys poke them around the bush and take them over logs, and they learn to be horses. They're not just a racehorse. They learn to be horses. They've got to go around in circles and without rails and those sorts of things, and it makes such a huge difference.
We've got, kangaroos jumping out, and deer jumping out, and dogs running around, and they get a lot.
Yep. So how many acres are you guys on now?
Not enough.
Only 18. It's great.
Beautiful. So how many horses can you fit up there?
We've got enough, Danny. I'm only joking.
We've got, at the moment, I've just finished off, we've got 6 25-metre by 15-metre yards with walk-in and walk-out boxes. I've got 6 small paddocks, sort of like quarter acre. They've got grass up to your knees. And then there's sort of like, I've got a blank space because there's heading towards the back of the property because it's actually a registered waterway. It's just the lowest spot on the property. I can't do a hell of a lot with it, but I'm just going to channel it a little bit. So that the water stays in more of a secluded area. Behind I've got 5 acres, which I put in some Balanza clover, but I was a little bit late getting there, and then we had about 10 frosts in a row, and as soon as every one of them poked their heads up, the frost killed them off. So I'm back to square one. I don't have a hay paddock.
Basically, we moved up here to downsize a bit, someone's pushing.
She's getting old, is what she's saying.
He's pushing 60. I'm pushing 50. What am I? 53 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He's 56. So, there's you got to start slowing down at some point, don't you? So that was the whole idea of moving over here, but it meant that we had to start rebuilding all the paddocks and yards and all the rest of it. But none of our horses over here live in stables at all.
So
they
when you
live in nice yards, and I'd like a couple of more horses to come into work.
So, Jackie, when do you think I'm going to slow down?
Neither of you two would know the meaning of slow down and take a bit of pressure off you. You're sort of both tarred with that brush, so there's no comment from here.
And you too.
At least, Shelley, you're able to find some. You might be able to find some nice ones that aren't quite city quality. You might be able to poach them from work.
Yeah,
I think
we just got one already.
I had he's pushing 18 hands. He's only had 12
I hope he likes getting around tight corners. Otherwise, you'll be off to the pros. Rob won't be able to ride him at the picnics.
Well,
he won't stay at the picnic.
No, he won't. That was the idea of me buying him. It was for the picnics, but he ran at Yay the other day, and Rob, one of the first things he said to me is, we'll take him to Alex this week. We've taken some gear off him, playing around with the gear. And then, that'll be it for him at the picnics, I think. So I need another picnic pony.
So there's your tip for Saturday, Danny. Get on Patrick.
Yep, absolutely. Look out, anyone going to Alex, follow Shelley and Rob for the day.
Hopefully don't share this before Sunday.
Oh, we won't. we won't. It only gets published in about half an hour, mate, but it's okay.
Yeah, great.
Well, you know what trainers do, don't you? When it all turns to shit, it's the jockey's fault.
So
That's right. Absolutely.
So when you walk in the betting ring Saturday, Patrick will be 3-1 on.
He was only $3 the other day.
Oh, well. Jeez. I'll have to send some money up.
But
no, I did a good job. I made him.
Oh, we're frozen for a sec.
Frozen.
It'll come back.
It'll be back in a moment. Maybe.
Great when it's live, isn't it?
Nothing like a live feed to screw up an evening. So just on that token, while we've lost them, we've got Alex on Saturday.
We do. And there wasn't a lot of nominations, and I see Kilgour's got a lot in. So hopefully for Troy, he can have a big day.
So they've all managed to they've got 6, 7 and 8 in all of their races. They've even got an emergency in one.
Good.
Tracy's got a heap of rides. Lee, after such a ripping weekend last weekend, I think he's only got 3.
Okay.
Yeah, Gordy Strang, after being injured in that last year, he's back with Could Be Famous. Tracy's riding for him.
Good.
And Sean's got a pretty neat book as well. So Rowan's got a couple. There's a wide variety of riders, but nobody's got heaps and heaps as such.
Mel got a couple.
I think Mel's got 3. Grant's got 4, 5.
Good on you, Grant.
Yeah, so everybody's getting a steer.
Good.
And Razor's back as well. So
I saw he was back last week. Good on you, Razor. Is young Tom got a couple of rides this week after his win last week? Got one.
Tom's got one. Yep.
And
so,
Benny Moffat, because I know that Steph was due a couple of days ago. His lovely fiance.
Yeah, we're all taking bets on when Steph's going to go.
I went for tomorrow. I got there 2-1 tomorrow.
Okay, well, I hope it's not Saturday because Ben's got one in the last.
He has. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, I actually said Cup Day. Racing people, she'll go Cup Day.
Yes.
She's probably hoping like mad that she doesn't, because let's be honest, any of us women that are out there, we know that when you're this far along, you just want it to exit as soon as possible. So
absolutely, and of course, if it goes too long, they will induce her. Generally, a week, isn't it, Danny? About a week. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Look, I only went one round, and they induced me after a week. So I nearly had a Friday the 13th child, but she hung on until 5 o'clock the next morning, nearly. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't go back for seconds.
I was P.S. I was too old. I wasn't going back for seconds. I was a horrible pregnant woman. My husband will vouch. So yes. Anyway,
we have a lot of women that watch this, so I am not going to say a word.
Probably a good idea not to, but anybody who knows me knows that if I'm not riding, I'm probably not that happy with stuff.
Yeah, we do know that.
You can imagine me being stood down after the first trimester and then told not long after that, when I started to show, I wasn't allowed to strap at the races either, so I was pretty peeved.
Okay, just got a message. They're logging back in now, Danny. So just quickly, with all that rain during the week, you copped the barrage, and I saw the photos, and it got a little bit scary there on the, what was that, Tuesday afternoon? This was last week, sorry, Thursday afternoon, wasn't it?
We copped nearly 40 mil here.
40,
so yeah, but in saying that, this time of year it drained off pretty quick, and my grass looks amazing, and we've probably could get away with mowing twice in 10 days.
Okay.
So while that's great for the grass, it's really frustrating when you're trying to get your work under control. But anyway, I'm not going to complain.
When you sent me the photos, I thought, geez, you're going to have to start building the ark soon. Did you want me to go to Bunnings and drop some wood off for you? It was pretty bad.
Yeah, anytime you want to drop off some hardwood planks, that'd be great. And we'll start building it up.
And I think it was Bilardo Road was flooded, wasn't it?
Bilardo Road was flooded. Baxter Sheridan Road was flooded. The end of Craig Road was flooded. The Monash Freeway, I actually heard, was flooded as well. So everybody copped a drowning.
Yeah.
But look, we managed. It was amazing. I was rapt to see that Yay got underway and got done in such a good fashion. So considering that this was a trial basis to try and start our picnic season up a couple of weeks early, and Alex has had so many disastrous attempts to run on Cox Plate Day, it's been really good to see the weather clear up this week.
Yes.
And Alex will actually be able to get their meeting off for this time.
Here they are now. So so Rob Tate's the new president there, and I spoke to Rob, and he said it'll be a pleasure to come on the show in a couple of weeks. And you've ridden for him before, Danny, he said.
Rob who?
Tate.
Oh, Alex, yes, I have.
Yes, he said that. So
yeah. No, the running joke at Alex has always been that, they had struggled with the Cox Plate Day. So I'm rapt that they get this one off, and it's a great little club. They always have a great atmosphere there, and it's a great little place to go.
Good. And of course they've got their meeting, next meeting coming up in a few weeks. I can't remember what day. This is Yay I'm talking about. Oh,
okay, Yay. Yeah. I have no idea because I haven't got a calendar in front of me, so I'm none the wiser in that sense.
We have Alex this week. We have Hillsville Saturday.
Hillsville Stakes Day. Then we have Mansfield on Cup Day. Then we head off to Balnarring. I reckon it is on Stakes Day.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah, so that brings us through to the
Good.
cup run.
Welcome
To the
back,
end of
guys.
Cup week.
Can you hear her? Hello.
Hello.
Now we've just got 5 minutes left, so Danny's going to shoot you some quick questions, and we'll bring Kermie in.
God
Jeez.
help us, Kermit's here.
Now, Kermit, I've just got one question. Kermit wants to know. Sit up properly, Kermit. My goodness. He wants to know. He went down to the Sands Hotel in Carrum Downs a couple of weeks ago, and there's all these photos on the wall of you two, and all these people are going, oh, yeah, those two, they were the biggest rat bags down here. They used to run right. They got kicked out every Friday night. He wants to know, what's the true story of you two at the Sands Hotel in Carrum Downs?
Well, it was Shelley and I that used to get pissed at the Sands Hotel. Yep. We were quite the drinking combo, weren't we, Shell? You, me, Carol, Smithy, Heather, Jan. Yeah, there was a few of us.
Yeah. Well, that's the rumours anyway. That's what he heard. And just quickly too, do you guys have any pigs on your farm?
No.
Because he's looking for Miss Piggy. He just cannot find her anywhere. Do you have a chook shed she might be hiding? She kicked him out and took off. So we're just trying to find out where the hell she is.
Follow the scent.
All right. Well, all right. And he's just hiding his legs at the moment because he's a bit worried when young Tom comes on in a couple of weeks, and he might want to start gnawing on him. So we're just going to hide him under here.
Say that. Stop it.
Oh, the French eat frogs' legs. Good luck to them. Have you tried them, Danny?
No.
Okay, neither have I, but apparently they're nice.
I'm an Aussie. I eat lamb chops and steak.
Of course.
So I'll pass on the frog legs.
All right, we've got 3 minutes.
Yeah,
fire some quickies away, Danny.
Okay. So you two, this will be a doozy. Most horrific horse injuries.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
That we've had.
Yes.
All right, so I broke 10 vertebrae. A couple of months later, he went and broke his pelvis. That was awesome.
How on earth did you guys manage on the house?
I didn't break my pelvis. I only separated it 27 millimetres.
And got airlifted to the Alfred. Next question.
It gives you a new meaning to the word hot ass.
Yeah, righto. Best horse you've ever dealt with?
Oh, she's way in front of me.
Racehorse?
She deals with Group 1 horses.
Racehorse?
Yeah.
Does it have to be ours?
Well, no, you can go whatever avenue you like with this one.
I'll go my absolute all-time favourite horse that I still deal with every day, Here to Shock.
Yep, fair enough.
I dealt with him at French Stanley's at Bendigo, and I've now got him at Lindsay Park.
Oh, that was a nice uptake. Well done. Good score.
That was the winner of, making me go and work there.
Rob, what about you?
To be quite honest, I reckon one of my most favourite horses, because of his ability, was one of Kim Mabry's horses.
Yep.
His real name was Nerdy. I'm trying to think of his race name.
Make it quick. 3 minutes.
But he won 3 point-to-point steeplechasers in a row. But I had him at my place for a long time, and he was one of those horses that would try and buck me off every single day. But my first wife could ride him, and he was a pleasant animal. And I'm thinking, why do you do this to me? He said, just because I like you.
Oh, God. Favourite racing?
No, personality. That's all it is. Just personality. One of those horses with the greatest personality on earth.
All right, favourite racing memory. Doesn't have to be anything that you guys have seen, or it can just be whatever your favourite memory anyway.
Oh, mine's easy, and it's fairly recent, and it's going to make me cry.
I won't tell you about the Mansfield Cup.
We've got 40 seconds, guys.
Mansfield Cup, Star Cripper, I'll be riding it. Unfortunately, Star Cripper's not with us anymore.
For me,
Oh,
first two
sorry
race
to hear,
wins.
guys.
First two race wins. Bucking, same horse, same day. Race 1, race 5.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Thanks for joining us,
Good
guys.
score. Thanks
I don't
for
wanna get
joining
cut
us,
off.
guys. Have
Good
a
luck
great
to-
night. Good luck at the weekend, everybody. Thank you to Fran and Picnic Bet for
Thank you.
putting up with us.
Good luck to
Sure.
everyone, Alexander. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you joining us. See you
Very
later.
good.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. See
Bye.
you guys.
Bye.
Bye.